So I've lived in this community for 42 years, raised my family here, went to school here. Safety in our community is paramount and very important to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. We have over 1,000 men and women that go to work every day to protect this community, from our dispatchers that answer 911 calls to our traffic enforcement officers who are working 24/7, 365 to keep our highways safe. We have a very robust crime prevention unit at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office that works with businesses, HOAs, and other partners in the community to make sure that they are safe as well. When it comes to fraud and elderly abuse, we have specialty units that work in those areas to prevent our most vulnerable citizens from being victims. I'm extremely proud of the work that the men and women at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office do day in and day out to protect this community. It's a passion of all of ours to be able to serve in this community. I've been privileged to do it for a number of years. I have the greatest job in the world protecting this community and making it safe. I want to thank Aqua Plumbing and Air for this award and for recognizing it. It is being given to me, but I accept it on behalf of those 1,000 men and women that go to work every day to protect this community and to keep it safe. I think all of us want our children to be able to ride their bike to the park, to walk our dogs, to make sure that we're safe in the community that we live in. And our businesses thrive and our tourism thrives. And we take that very seriously. And we appreciate the partnership with Aqua Plumbing and Air and what they do for the community and what they do for the Sheriff's Office. And on behalf of the men and women of the Sarasota Sheriff's Office, I accept this award. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Congressman Greg Stubbe, and I'm honored to serve you in Florida's 17th Congressional District. I regret I'm unable to join you in person this evening, but I'm honored to be recognized tonight at the Salute to Safety Awards dinner. A top priority of mine in Congress is ensuring clean water and a healthy environment for the Suncoast. Water is the lifeblood of Florida. Our continued economic prosperity and quality of life depends on water quality, ranging from recreation to tourism. In Congress, I've worked hard for water quality and have fought for federal solutions to red tide and algal blooms. I'm also supportive of reopening Midnight Pass. I will never stop fighting for these important issues that directly affect our community's water quality for generations to come. I appreciate the efforts of everyone in this room for several important projects and causes in our community. I'd like to congratulate the other awardees this evening: Tandem Construction, Haven, Carrier Global, WWS BABC7, and Sheriff Kurt Hoffman. Thank you to the Aqua Cares Foundation for recognizing those who are working to make Florida Suncoast stronger and safer. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again for this honor. Good night, and God bless you and our great nation.
First, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight. It's not often that we're engaged in such a conversation with so many people, but as we have this opportunity to speak about safety and the importance of that to our company and to all of our personnel and the people who work on our job sites, including owners and visitors, it is absolutely number one in our day, first and foremost in our operations and part of our culture. Since the inception of our company back in 1980, I was a young man once, many years ago, and I've had a chance to see so many things happen on job sites that make you more and more aware. I guess the longer you've spent time in the industry, you've really come to realize how very important it is to be cognizant of how dangerous job sites can be when not properly observed and monitored and maintained. And so part of our day has, I guess, always involved paying attention to all the details. And one of the things that we came across, Brian Lever, principal in the company, and my partner, established was a program that involved a safety officer, and AJ Frisch. And AJ has worn many hats in our company, and this is one that has been particularly important to us as we have moved ourselves through COVID and just in the normal activities on our construction sites. AJ, maybe you can speak a few words here.
Hi, I'm AJ Fritsch. I'm our Quality Control and Safety Manager here at Tandem Construction, and our job here is to make sure that everybody that arrives on our job sites goes home safely every night. We take great pride in making sure that safety is number one on our job sites, that we have people that look after each one another, both our superintendents, project managers, and even our subcontractors, so they are well aware of what needs to happen, what makes it safe, and how they're going to get home to their families at night. It's very important to us as a company. That's probably the number one issue here to look out for. We do that in multiple different ways. We have our safety project manual that we put together for every single jobs that go out there. We also include weekly updates as well, sent out to everybody on the team that kind of highlights the high areas to look out for, so that people are aware, they know what needs to be addressed, address immediately at that point, and then anything we need to do to rectify a situation when it comes about, we're able to take care of it then and there, and get a quality product and a safe product as well. And here at Tandem, we literally put safety first.
Hi everybody, my name is Hallie Pilot Young. I'm the Director of Development at The Haven in Sarasota. We are a nonprofit that's actually been around for 70 years. We were founded in 1954 by a group of parents who all had kids the preschool age, and they all had disabilities, and there weren't really many resources around for them at the time. So they started a preschool in a hangar at SRQ Airport, and they called it Sunshine Day School. And in that preschool class, we still have 2 adults who are now in their 70s who live with us today. So the preschool was kind of the cornerstone of our agency. Then they found our 32-acre campus in 1960. They sold fruitcakes, Claxton fruitcakes. They're still around. I don't know how tasty they are. To raise the money to buy our campus, and they bought our 32-acre campus for $10,000 in the early 1960s. Since then, the Haven has grown from the preschool to include a high school, an adult work program, and we also have a residential program as well. We also recently just expanded to Venice, and we have a campus in Venice now as well. So we are quickly growing, and we have several different programs. Our basic mission is to serve those with intellectual and developmental disabilities to be able to reach independence, empowerment, pride, and their fullest potential. Starting with 1-year-olds in our preschool, we have a preschool for ages 1 to 5. It's an inclusive model, so it's both for kids with and without disabilities, all learning together in the same setting, which is really unique and special. Then we have a high school, that's for ages 14 to 22. That's all for young adults with intellectual or developmental disabilities. They are grouped in classrooms developmentally instead of chronologically, so nobody's falling too far behind or finding anything too easy. The biggest thing we focus on in the high school is independence, life skills, home training, job training, interviews, money math, just some of the things that we all kind of tend to take for granted in our day-to-day lives, asking for the right amount of change, knowing what you're worth, making sure people don't take advantage of your money. We have a pretty vulnerable population that unfortunately sometimes don't see the ability in them and take advantage of them, so we're just trying to set them up to be successful when they are on their own one day, God willing. And then we have an adult work program as well, so we employ adults. Our biggest contract is with Bell's department stores, so they bring big trucks full of hangers to our campus every week. Our guys are trained to sort them, count them, label them, pop the hangers. That's just one example of a few different jobs we have in the warehouse, and they're all earning a paycheck for it, which is really special. With that paycheck, I'm sure we all remember how we felt when we got our first paycheck. That sense of pride and accomplishment and just power and independence and dignity that we had done something and worked hard for our money. Well, it's the same with them. And we have community outings all the time, and a lot of them don't want to go because they don't want to miss work. How many of us can say the same? So the things that they're grateful for a lot of us, it's a have to or a must or a should. For them, it's a get to and a want to and such a privilege. So if you ever come take a tour of our warehouse, which we're so thankful to Aqua for coming to see our campus and get to know us and our mission more, it's hard to not fall in love with the second that you set foot on our campus. I could talk about it all day, but until you see it, that's a totally different story. And then last, we have residential. So we have 6 group homes. We're in the process of building 2 more. We have 52 residents. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to accommodate this growing need for a place to live and thrive for those with disabilities. But for the ones that we can serve, it takes a great load off the parents or caregivers' shoulders and peace of mind just to know that their loved one has somewhere that they can call home forever, where they're not only going to be taken care of, but they're going to be happy. So we really appreciate you listening to our story, and we really appreciate being honored tonight. It means so much to us. And just thank you to Aqua for this opportunity.
Well, here at ABC7, safety is first. It's what we always strive to do right here. We are first on, and we're the first to alert you to the dangers that may be threatening our area, be it weather, be it any kind of environmental disaster, be it a fire that happens quite frequently here around town, or any kind of traffic or auto accidents that may occur. So ABC7 is proud to be that too, first on the scene, first with the news to help you prepare, you and your family to prepare for any kind of dangers that may threaten our area. Specifically in our department, First Alert Weather, we focus on tropical systems. As we just went through with Hurricane Ian, it's a top priority here at the station. We have plans, as you should have plans for this upcoming hurricane season as well, when it comes to seeing the dangers of how strong and how devastating these storms can be. It's important that everyone know what to do and how to plan for them, how to go through them, and then how to deal with them afterward. And that's with every disaster, not just weather disasters, but any kind of thing that may happen. So if you have a proper plan, you can be ready to go and make that experience less intense for you so that you can be a little bit better after the experience comes out. Now, ABC7, we have plans here that when, if for example, a hurricane hits, we're going to be here, as we were during Ian. We were here for 3-4 days, spending nights with all of our co-workers here. We got to know each other really well. We really were spared the major brunt from this system. But as you saw down south, into South Sarasota County and into Charlotte County and also into Lee County and Fort Myers, these storms are something to be taken seriously, as we've had the most deaths ever recorded with a hurricane since I've been doing weather here for over 37 years. Over 100 people lost their lives in just one storm, and that, again, was a result of not getting out of harm's way. And that's what it's all about, getting out of harm's way, be it hooking up your own electronics or trying to fiddle with, maybe something you shouldn't be fiddling with when it comes to appliances at home, and as well as what you should be doing when you're preparing for weather. Storm surge and flooding caused the most deaths with that storm. People don't realize it. And the majority of the people that died were over the age of 50 years old. So again, over 100 people died from a result of Ian. That's why it's so important to know what to do before a hurricane arrives or a storm arrives, or what to do when power goes out, or what to do when there's an accident, what to do when there's a fire. I mean, planning for all these different things is very important, and we really appreciate your company for giving awards out for this, because it's so important and valuable to the community. I got in the business of doing the weather because of a storm when I was a kid, say 12 years old. A tornado blew up in Michigan. We were in a cottage, and all of a sudden we're up at 2 a.m. watching the local meteorologist there in a rural area in Michigan, and he was up 2 a.m. telling us where the tornado was, where it was heading, and where it was going. I think that's so important for a broadcast television station to be there for the community when it comes to keeping their lives safe. and making sure that their family and their pets are protected.